Well, guys and ladies and gentlemen, it has been a long, long time since I have been having the privilege to come together again to discuss what's happening in the world of video games. It's been close to 15 years, I believe, since the last time I posted up a video game news article here on the internet. And I just want to tell you, it's been a crazy ride the last 15 years in video games. And I've grown up in the sport and just really, I can't explain it, how much has changed in the world since the last time I posted. So I say all of that to say that I'm very, very thankful for all of those of you who have stayed subscribed to my channel, the three of you who have done that. And I appreciate you. I know that I have not posted as frequently as you might have hoped, but that's all going to change right this minute, because coming at you right now is the fourth episode of Talking Video Games with Jared. So without further talking, I'd like to jump right in, and you might be wondering, why now? Why are we after 15 years of radio contact, have we just now decided to put our hat back in the ring and decide to try to compete with all the other YouTubers out there who are all vying for your attention? Well, as you might have guessed, the biggest game of the year, if not the last 15 years, is about to drop in our laps. And ladies and gentlemen, that is Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. I'm sure you guys have already guessed that twice over now. But Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom is coming out this week, and I cannot be more excited about it. A little bit of a news flash since I was last on here with y'all. I've had a couple of children, and they've grown up, and they're now excited, and we're all excited as well for this new game, and I'm sure you'd like me to go ahead and tell you what this game is about. So the first Legend of Zelda game came out 6 years ago, and it was called Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. It took the world by storm when it released on the two double consoles that came out, the Nintendo Wii U and subsequently the Nintendo Switch. And when those games were released, they sold many copies, and went on to become the best game ever made, and by many people's estimation. So the sequel to a game like that, as you can imagine, is gonna be a big deal. It's making all kinds of headway in the news, and people are even stealing this game to get their hands on it. They've stolen the rights to the game and are now just planning to distribute the game themselves through under market dealers, back in market dealers, and so they're facing a huge amount of uphill battle manufacturing this game illegally, getting it to the stores before Nintendo can get their game to the stores. Truth be told, and it remains to be seen that how that it was going to all play out in the next couple of days. But if I had my money on it, I bet that they're going to get their game out first, just because they've already got them printed and likely shipped to the retailers, as opposed to these pirates who have to actually find some sort of distribution and logistics mechanism to get their game to the consumer. So that's just one little piece of drama that's happened. Another thing that's going on right now in the world of video games is that a little bit of an outlet called Kotaku is they're just making a big old fools of themselves out there on the internet by just talking about how much they dislike Nintendo because they were killing people, I think, and that's what they said. Those are not my words, but the words of a a deranged person over at Kotaku. And if you don't know what Kotaku is, join the club. So anyway, lots of drama flying around out there. People's feelings are getting hurt, and it's come to expect that kind of a thing from this kind of a big deal that's happening with Zelda. So, but now that we have all that drama out of the way, I'd like to talk just a moment about what is actually going to be great about this game. Sequel to Breath of the Wild, it's going to expand upon the story elements of that game, and this game is going to actually take place in the same location as the last game. However, the game has been markedly improved over the previous game, because now not only are you going to be able to walk around, but you can also fly, and there are a huge amount of rumors that you can actually go underground as well, and that there'll be lots to do underground. You just make sure you when you go down in underground, you bring your torch with you, because it's supposed to be very dark under the cave areas. So big old thing out there that people are saying might be the case is that maybe there'll be, instead of in the last game you had some divine beasts, which kind of took the place of a traditional puzzle-based catacombs and puzzle-based rooms that were all connected to each other, that you would have to solve puzzles to progress through these structures that in order to gain power-ups and abilities in the game. Breath of the Wild kind of took all that and threw it by the wayside and did something totally different with that whole gaming structure, and now we're thinking maybe those are going to come back in this one, possibly. There's hints of that, but we really don't know. It's all up in the air for the foreseeable future, until we can actually get our doggone hands on the controllers and turn the televisions on and get that cartridge put in that game, so that you can boot it up and see the game running on your system. But we don't know any of that until we can do all of those things. So that time is vastly approaching, and we are waiting with a whole lot of anticipation as these days pass. We are only about 6 to 5 days away, depending on how quickly I'm able to post this. It may even be 2 days away. I don't know. But depending on when you're hearing this, maybe the game's out and you already know all the answers to these questions. But Hey, real quick, before I I need to wrap this up, but I do want to tell you a little bit about the characters in the game and what you can expect. Link is in this game. He's the protagonist. You also have Zelda, who is in this game. She is the second protagonist. And there's also Ganon. He is in the game, and he is the antagonist. And then you have a bunch of other characters who are the supporting characters, and then you have some secret characters that we don't know about yet. So if you were writing that down, Link, Zelda, Ganon, and supporting characters, and some we don't know about. So those are sure to be a captivating cast of characters in this, as we explore what did happen to Hyrule after Breath of the Wild. What did occur when the Time Bandit tribe known as the Gerudo and the Zonai people, they came from the sky and destroyed Hyrule. Why did they do that, and how is Link going to fix that? That they did that, and how does Ganon play into all of this? We really don't know how he's going to play into this. Is he going to fight with Link? Is he gonna be upset about some things that happened in the first game? It feels that way. So anyway, if you really like this video, I would really appreciate it if you would tell all your friends about it. And maybe tell them to come on to YouTube. Type in what youtube.com. You can just search Zelda video, and this one should come up. So I really appreciate any help you can get to get this video shared out there, and that really helps me with just feeling like there's a purpose. And so if you could just give me a ring sometime. I think my phone number's somewhere out there. And then we can maybe just chat about how excited we are about this upcoming Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, releasing May 12th at the 1 o'clock, like real early in the morning on that day. So if you buy digitally, you can probably play it super duper late or early. So all right, until next time, I thank you, and I want to say thank you to all of you who have really come back to me after 15 years. Thank you. Have a wonderful time. I hope to check in with you again before this whole thing is over. So everybody hang in there. Until next time.